Hello, good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I'm Ashton Weaver. I'm a former Miss Arkansas, now pageant coach. Today we're creating my look from when I was judging Mrs. Tennessee. I posted a quick tutorial on TikTok and Instagram, but people wanted to know more, so I promised a longer tutorial with a full product outline. So this is the look we're recreating today. I'll walk you through what's in my makeup bag for a travel weekend and how I created that look with this, some of my tips and tricks. And if you have any questions, comment below. And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. I am really exposing myself here. Lovely. One tip I learned during my years in pageantry, that was a tongue twister. So I told y'all I would tell y'all about a product that a lot of people love, and that's the Great Illusion with makeup. Open up my eyes. So now that I got this hair out of my face, I still have the back of my head back here, and I can always use my squirt bottle if it dries up to re-wet it. I'm going to at least prep my skin with moisturizer so it has time to dry. Prepping my skin has been the biggest game changer because it allows my skin to breathe, feel moisturized, and just alive at the end of the day, especially with looks like this that are really heavy and thick on my skin. Also, prepping your skin helps your makeup stay better and creates that barrier so it doesn't really sink into your wrinkles as much. At least for me, that's the experience I've had. And I always say, no matter what product you buy, priming your skin is the most important to get the full effect of whatever that product might be. That goes for your eyes, your skin, under your eyes, whatever that might be, you need to be using a primer to prep your skin. So if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you know that I've been on Accutane, and because of that, my skin is really sensitive and I have to use fragrance-free, really clean products. So I'm using the Cetaphil moisturizer. It's only 15 SPF, so we're gonna put an extra barrier on there later. So I wear sunscreen every single day, makeup or no makeup, outside or inside, just to protect my skin. And this is the Elta MD, and this is an SPF 41. It is a tinted sunscreen, and I'll wear it on days that I'm not wearing foundation, but I use it every day. We got these, we're gonna let them sit, and then we'll come back and blow dry them once we're ready to drop. But for now, we're gonna continue doing the makeup. Let me walk you through my plan here. So we're gonna start with the eyes. We're gonna prime them, do the eyeshadow, and then go all the way to right before we're gonna put lashes on. Then we're gonna start with the face, then the under eyes, contouring, setting that all, and then we're gonna finish up with the eyes again, lips, and then we're done. So I go back and forth on starting with eyes or lips. The reason is because it depends how much fallout there actually is during this look, and from my experience, especially from the amount of dark eyeshadow that we use, there could be some fallout, so we want to make sure we don't ruin that concealer and really cake it up, because if we put the foundation first and then the concealer, then we do the eyes, then we'll be taking off that concealer we already put on there, and it'll have makeup remover under it, so I just don't feel like it'll set as well and last all night like this look did. The product I use to prime my eye is Urban Decay, and it's in the shade Eden, and it is the eyeshadow priming potion. I've used this product since probably high school, and I went to MAC at one point. It's like a putty maybe, that's in like a glass jar, and I just feel like it did not even measure up to this, and it lasts all day with the Urban Decay. I just put a little bit on the lid and a little bit on the top. A little bit on the lid, a little bit on the top. For those that don't know, Luke and I recently moved into a new house, so if you've followed me anywhere else, you know that this is not my normal bedroom or my normal closet. This is our new master bedroom. And also, I don't know where things are besides what I have packed in my suitcase from traveling. So here's my beauty blender that probably needs to be changed after traveling in my makeup bag. I am really exposing myself here. And to make sure it's not just in one crease or globbed up somewhere, I use a damp beauty blender just to make sure it's all blended out. So we take my fluffy brush, and then the foundation I actually use Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in shade 130. I've used this since whenever we went to Omaha in 2018 when Luke played there. So that was right after Miss USA. I started using the Fit Me Maybelline and completely love it. I'm not a big fan of the foundation, but I do like this powder. And I picked this color because it's what matches my skin color, because I just want it to blend in but really set the wet primer that we put under this so the pigment can be easily blended out whenever I put it on the eye. One tip I learned during my years in pageantry on how to get a cohesive makeup look is making sure that your eyeshadow, blush, and lips are all within the same color family. One thing I do to achieve this is by using my blush as eyeshadow. So this is the KVD Everlasting Snapdragon Blush. It is a powder. I'm going to use a MAC 224 for this. So I'm going to start by right above my crease, lightly blending it out. So I hold this brush pretty far out and put a little bit of pressure on it because this color is really pigmented. Luckily we put that base on so you can really blend it out. To make my eyes feel bigger, I actually take the eyeshadow out past my eyebrow just a little bit. So instead of taking it right here, I follow this line and bring it out about till there. It is pretty pink. Now I'm gonna take my tried and true favorite palette right now, which is messy because it came out of my suitcase. It's a Kylie Jenner palette and it doesn't have the name on it, but it has like jasper, quartz, topaz, colors like that. So we're gonna use quartz first. Middle here, it's kind of like a champagne shimmer. We're gonna press that on pretty heavily because my outfit for this look was pretty shiny and I like that vibe. And we're taking it a little bit above my crease to make my lid appear bigger than it is. I moved y'all in a little closer. Bear with me, this is my first makeup tutorial to do, and I thought, can they even see me that well? I moved y'all in a little closer. I think it's pronounced Shany. I've used this makeup brush line since I competed at Miss Arkansas USA and Miss USA, and they're actually on Amazon. I'll link all this stuff below, no worries. This is the E18 eyeshadow brush. And then I'm gonna take Hematite at the bottom. We're gonna put that into my crease. I'm not gonna go all the way across my eye. I would say about halfway across my eye. Blending above my eyelid crease right now. So we're gonna pause there on the eyes and actually come back and do eyeliner in just a little bit. Now we're gonna use one of my very, very favorite products. I even use this on days I don't wear makeup. It just feels so good. And it's by First Aid Beauty. It's a primer and moisturizer one, which is just like chef's kiss. That was a lot. So we're gonna use that down the neck too. Under the eyes, make sure they're nice and moisturized. And I did really good on not having fallout, so I have nothing to clean up today. Got that. Gonna let it dry a little bit. So we need to do the eyebrows while this is drying. I'm a big believer in drugstore eyebrow products because literally they're the same to me. I haven't found anything on the high-end side that is immeasurable to drugstore. This one's seen better days. Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim, and I always go in a little bit lighter color than my brows because my hair on my brows is actually black, so that would be about a 1. I would say I go about a 3 on a hair color scale. Light hand always. I have pretty dark brows to begin with. This is with no product on them at all. But I do like to fill in right here, give them a little bit more definition, fill in my arch here and make them a little longer. You do really tiny strokes, light pressure. So we will blend this out because, oh my gosh. Also, if you can do anything on your eyes without keeping your mouth open, please let me know because I can't. Lovely. So first we're gonna go in with a little brush thing, kind of brush that color around because I don't like really dark eyebrows that have no imperfections. With the same Shany brand, I'm using the slanted eyeliner and it's an E27. I'm gonna use that to blend any harsh lines out. And I always go up, I never go down. Just trying to go with the flow of my hair. A lot more blended, but of course I don't have any other thing on my face, so it looks a little crazy, but more blended, no harsh lines. Now, since my primer has set, we're gonna do some foundation. What I use and have loved, Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. That was a tongue twister, but it is worth all the hype. This is actually in a 5, which is probably more of my spray tan color, but we're gonna go ahead and use it today and kind of buff it out, you know. I'm just doing this for y'all. I don't even think I'm gonna leave the house today. And I've had some people reach out about more of her products, so I will be reviewing this in the future because I've loved just this piece. So I know the other stuff has to be great. So I always put my foundation on the back of my hand because it keeps it warm and I feel like it's easier to apply that way. And then I put it on a damp beauty blender and then stipple it out. Stipple it out on my skin. You don't want to drag, you just want to push it into the skin. I will add, I do have blemishes around here, but because this is such a heavy foundation, I didn't put a concealer under it. The only time I do is if I'm doing something lighter, like the tinted sunscreen we used earlier. I would get a foundation that matches my skin, or I would do a green undertone very lightly, then a little bit of concealer under it, blend it out a ton, especially around the edges, and then put whatever you're wanting to on top of it. But be careful that it doesn't get cakey. None of my blemishes are red right now, so there's no need to put a green undertone. I always have to check my nose crease. We all have different noses, but mine is right here. It'll cake up. I don't put my foundation on my under eye because it'll just add too much product there and really crease up. And then always making sure you get right here because there's no foundation or eyeshadow right there. You want it to blend nicely. So I told y'all I would tell y'all about a product that a lot of people loved and I personally did not enjoy on my under eyes, and that is Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer in Ivory that I used under my eyes. Oh my gosh, I do not like this product under my eyes. I did think it was okay other places, but under my eyes, it did not match up to Shape Tape. So we are gonna use Shape Tape. Some people love it, some people don't. It's a tried and true for me, and especially in the pageant world. I think it's great. It starts Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the color N16. I almost said, have you heard this saying, less is more? Well, it is in concealer, and then I remembered some people are probably like, this is a lot of makeup. In the pageant world, it's not. So I use my warm finger first, kind of stipple it in. And you want to keep that line going that you've created with your eyeshadow, your eyebrow, and now your concealer, and then your eyeliner, and then your lashes. Everything's going to be pulling up. Oh no, I messed up. Normally I do my dark contouring, but we're gonna roll with it. So actually, when I did my look that day, I did use the Instant Rewind in a darker color, and it was in 145. I was so caught up on the product review, I kind of missed this step, but it's okay. The only reason it's important to me to do this color first before the lighter is so then I can set that so I don't have as many under eye wrinkles now that I've exposed that that's one of my things I'm insecure about. That's okay. And I just do little polka dots on my face. And I did contour my nose, I think, a little bit for this, but I did not do it that way. Why was I doing it that way? This is perfect face. I don't know what number, but it looks like this. Into like a little triangle. Not the biggest fan of contouring my nose, but I did do it for this look. Blending is key. Then I do a little line here. I don't know if I did this or not, but it is one of my favorite tricks. Makes my lips look fuller. Oh my gosh, that looked crazy. We're gonna blend this in with the beauty blender and then go back and do some more highlight with this light concealer. I just don't like it under my eye. Okay, hypothetical question is, Lauren, why do you use a beauty blender for all of the different colors? Well, I use the same beauty blender for all of the colors because I feel like it helps it blend all together because they just kind of mesh up on there. I don't know, works for me. And I just don't think I'm gonna travel around with like 14 beauty blenders. Fun fact, I always wanted a nose job when I was younger. did not like my nose, and my nose is actually Luke's favorite part of my body. Is that not so sweet? And now I love my nose. Now we're gonna take this little doodad, highlight our little nosies down the middle, and then I like to think of it as a little firework on top and a little bit on my chin. I don't know why I do this stuff. I've just always done it. It's a shiny brush again. This all comes in one set. And it is M33. It's a mineral powder brush, but it's kind of like the short stubby thing. And I just like to use it to make sure there's no harsh lines that I miss. Then using the brush really gets in to my skin as well. So now we're gonna go back with the Fit Me. And again, this is in 130 for what I use in my skin, but it's the Fit Me powder. Another hypothetical question. Lauren, why don't you use translucent powder? Because I feel like it looks a little, I don't know, chalky in pictures, especially in pageants. When you're in harsh lights on a stage getting pictures with a flash. For me, I wasn't competing, but I was judging, and I knew there was going to be pictures at the end. I like the look that this gives me better. A fun tip is to always start with your non-dominant eye when doing eyeliner, because it's easier to match it on your dominant side. And for me, the non-dominant side is my left side. So since I'm doing eyelashes, I'm just gonna do the wing and do the rest of the eyeliner once the eyelashes are on. TBH, these don't match that well, but that's okay because I'm gonna smoke them out. So for my lashes, I'm gonna use Airedale Demi Wispies. I'm gonna do my normal trick of putting black eyeshadow on the band to kind of help it blend in with my eyeliner. This is Duo Lash Glue in black. I prefer black because it doesn't, I don't know, look really shiny and I can blend it easily. And I'm gonna start with my left eye first. Blow it out into a U shape and let it get a little tacky. How do you know when it's time? Where it's not that really bright gray, because remember, it's gonna turn black. Rookie mistake just happened. I was letting my eyelashes dry and my camera died. Got my tweezers. And I start by placing it in the middle of my eye. I would love to say I don't need a mirror for it, but I do. I put it to the end and then holding it down, and I try to brush them up because I'd rather my lashes stand up than go straight out. That one looks pretty good. So now we want to match this one with the other side, which is going to be easier because it's my right hand. Especially when we're on stage in pageants, you want your eyes to appear bigger and more open. So that's one way I achieve that. If I was competing in a pageant with this look, I would do 1.5 lashes on each eye. But since I was just judging and we're going off that picture, I only did 1 strip. People were a lot more up close to me than being on stage, but I did want a full glam look. There's still more work to be done. So let's do more contour, which is gonna be bronzer again, because this has been covered up, but I really wanted that really warm look. We're also gonna try to blend this into my neck a little bit more, put our blush on, finish up our eyes, do our lips, just chef's kiss the rest of it. I use any fluffy brush, the Ingles fluffy brush. This is a Morphe one. You don't have to get this one specifically to do this. Hoola bronzer, it's a matte powder. It's kind of a lighter bronzer. I'd like to keep it a little bit above my cheekbone. Reason being is because I want my face to be more lifted, and that's the great illusion with makeup. And I do bring this into kind of like the apple where blush would go, because I really want it to all blend together, and you'll see me blend it more. I am the blending queen. Forehead and my temple area. Bronze glow all the way around and then down my cheekbones. So kind of think of an E or a 3 here. And so then we're taking that blush that we used as an eyeshadow earlier. It's another angled brush. This is also from the Shady brand that I got most of my brushes from, and that big brush that I was telling y'all about from Amazon. And this is an F19 slanted contour. I just always can remember that this is my blush one because it's red. This blush is so pigmented, so really knocking it off and then barely putting it on the apples of your cheek. You don't want to go too close to your nose, especially because this is so pigmented. Then a little bit on your nose. You want to keep this space. We're going to blend it all out, and I do a little bit on the forehead just to bring a little bit of color up there. And then I'm gonna blend this in with the bronzer. Talking about keeping in the color family, that helped us there, but it is a little dark for me, so I went in with this illuminating bronzing powder by Bobbi Brown. It actually is a bronzer, but it has a pink undertone, so I feel like it's really good at blending in this whole look here. So we're gonna take my blush brush actually. So we're not done yet. A lot of eyeliner in that picture. So we pretty much have the face done. I also want to do a little bit of highlighter, but I want to finish out my eyeliner and kind of smoking that out just a little bit. That's something that honestly I get a lot of questions about, but it's how I hide the fact that I'm not always the best at having a steady hand when it comes to wing eyeliner. Maybe that tip will help y'all too. I don't think I went over this last time I did eyeliner, but I used the Milani one from Target. I heard a lot of great things about this brand, especially their lip products, and I was in a pinch needing more eyeliner because I lost my normal Kat Von D, and this is the only one I still had in my bag. This eyeliner sucks. It's horrible. It bleeds a lot. Like as soon as I put it on, it starts bleeding under my eye. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's what I have because I lost the one I just purchased. But we're gonna try to see if we can pull anything out of this one because it really does make a difference, and I feel like I have more control with the Kat Von D one. We're going over the band of the eyelashes. Do I traditionally do this every time I wear eyelashes? No, but I wanted a darker, more bold look for a night event, and this is what I did. So you can see the difference here, how the two different eyes look. So you can see my two eyes here with the eyeliner done, and now we're gonna kind of smoke it out because I'm not really good at winged eyeliner because I don't really have a super steady hand. So this is a trick that honestly a lot of people ask me about, and it's just to hide the imperfections. So we're gonna grab the black and brown from this Well Cut palette that I have been using the whole time, kind of mix those together, and then out here on the tip, just kind of smoke it out towards the inside. I'm using a really small brush. I have a kind of a mixture of them. I don't really use a specific one. A little bit under the eye. I would say only about a third of the way. And then from here, I'm gonna take this brush, I'm gonna blend out any harsh lines that could be there. And I'm gonna take this blending brush and blend out anything left over. And this one that has the foundational color on it. Let's do highlighter, mascara, and lips, and then we're done. A little highlighter here and there. Open up my eyes. Then for mascara, I use the Telescopic Mascara by L'Oreal. And I just apply that to the bottoms of my top lashes in this inner corner side so that it all connects. My current lip combo I'm wearing right now is Max Spice, which I've been wearing this since high school. And then this is Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in 15, which is also called Lead the Way. So I start by lining it. And then I draw these lines. I do a little shadow work, like a little contouring here to make them look a little fuller. So it's lines at the bottom and X's on the top. Same color family, and it's just a little lighter. Okay, there's the makeup, so let's go finish the hair. So here's the makeup look for when I judged Mrs. Tennessee. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and if y'all have any questions, please feel free to reach out either through DM or comment below, and I'd be happy to help. Of course, if y'all want any more content, please let me know, and I'll do my best to get it up ASAP, and all the products will be linked on my Like to Know It. If y'all made it this far, thank you so much for watching and supporting me. This was my first makeup tutorial to do, and it felt a little all over the place, especially with my camera dying. I appreciate y'all following along, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!